So Anja, speaking about figuring out the right mix of channels you are using, figuring out the right KPIs. One really important thing that we I wouldn't say forget, but it's easy to overlook, is that the activities we are doing as a startup as a whole, and then specifically communicating and outreaching towards our customer, the communication needs to be relevant, right? Mm-hmm. So it needs to pinpoint to the actual pain of the other side. So figuring out that, from a very early on, where you don't have the benchmark, not sure what you're doing, you're probably not even sure which exact problem are you solving for your customers. That's a completely natural thing for a startup. So how did you actually build that conversation, and what kind of, I would say, quality information, insight, engagement were you pulsing out with your community, and then figuring out on a go what is it that actually they found most valuable in that communication? Right? Should you spend time to digest that?
Okay, so we have a very specific product, as any other startup does, right? But we have a fintech SaaS product that is very legal, payments, compliance heavy. So what we do might come across as boring at first. That's okay. Let's face it. Finance and just processing payments and doing all of that. It's this red tape admin type of thing that we want to make better and streamline. Yeah. So we do have that pillar of content that we create, which is purely informational and educational. So we are not aiming to create the most exciting article about how to set up a sole proprietor in country X, because that content just cannot be
hot and trending.
Exactly. Because if you make it that way, it's completely taking down the relevance, and you're not building, any sort of reputation, authority. People will be like, oh, this is just another BuzzFeed article. Like it's just for entertainment. So nothing against BuzzFeed, but we all go there to have fun, right? Not to excel our knowledge or something. So we have this pillar of very dry compliance, legal heavy content that we create. And from that one, we don't expect engagement in terms of, so many shares, so many likes, so many comments. It's informational and educational. And then we have the second pillar of content, which is regarding remote work. Since we are in the space and we are a remote team, we are, walking the talk, practicing what we preach, and we tap into that topic cluster, if you will, as well. And that's when the engagement comes, because internet works on a very simple premise. People love and click on cats and dogs. Everything that you do, if you put the most thought through piece of content and then you put a gif of a cat doing something random, the cat will win in every possible battle, right? So you just need to pick your battles and see, where you want to see the engagement and where you want to provide value only.
Great.